Hello guys, Getsakabor here, this time with a bit of an interesting video. So this video I'm going to have a quick discussion about what I'm planning on doing with the channel going forwards, and also going to open this pack here, but more on that later. So, as you will have noticed on the channel, I've been doing a bit of collaboration with Crazy Biohazard, or Timelapse Guy from his channel. And that's been fantastic. We're doing some Minecraft videos, and that's a series that I'm planning on continuing, In the Shadow of the Mountain, and perhaps even a hardcore Sky Factory series in the future. That's maybe in the works, and that's great fun. I really enjoy it. I'm getting pretty consistent views on the ones on the channel so far, and so it's really nice to see that people are actually watching this and consistently continuing to watch it. It's really nice. Thank you guys so much. I know I think I've got 14 subscribers at the time of recording, and I know it doesn't sound like very much, but that's 14 people with actual lives who've gone, you know what, I'm going to spend 10 minutes and watch this guy's video. And thank you guys, it's a big thing. I mean, you've actually gone, you've watched the video, and you've actually subscribed, which means you want to see more. That's great, thank you very, very much guys. So going forwards, I'm planning on narrowing down the scope of what I'm doing a little bit, just so I've got a few concentrated things happening. So first, of course, I will continue In the Shadow of the Mountain and the Minecraft series. I enjoy it, you guys seem to, so I'm going to keep doing that. In addition, I am going to continue putting up LEGO reviews when I get sets, that sort of thing, and LEGO discussions. Once again, I do quite enjoy them, and you guys seem to like them too. After my video on the epic rap battle of Tolkien and J.R.R. Martin, I actually got a bit of feedback saying you guys wanted more, and so more is what I will provide. When an epic rap battle comes out that is one of my interests or that I actually know something about, such as Martin and Tolkien, I will make a video on it. However, there have been a couple since then about characters I just don't know enough about. And I don't really want to make a video about something that I don't know about, otherwise it'll more or less be, I'll show the video and then sort of pretty much sit here for the next 2 minutes saying I don't know anything about it. And I've seen other ones like that on the internet, not so much too fun to watch, and I'd rather stay away from that sort of thing. In terms of other ongoing series, Warhammer 40k Explained, unfortunately that's sort of fallen to the wayside, and as it stands I don't think I'm planning on picking that up at any time soon. And I think that's about it for what I've got so far. And so that means going forward I have In the Shadow of the Mountain as a recurring series, and I'm sporadically putting up LEGO reviews, discussions, and epic rap battle discussions. So the big thing is Minecraft series going forward as a series, and of course LEGO reviews. I also do plan on, as I get more involved with wargaming, putting up painting, modelling, and gaming videos, but once again, there's no concrete plans as yet, as I still am working on building up, I guess, a base to work from to make videos with that. Now, I hear you say, this is all well and good, but what's this? You know, why has he got Pokemon stuff here when he's never even, I don't think he's ever mentioned Pokemon on the channel? That's a really good question. Well, moving forward, Pokemon's something that I was into a lot when I was younger. And, you know, Crazy and I, we grew up together for a long time at the same school, and when we did that, we actually managed to get these things banned from school for multiple reasons, so that was fantastic. And I've gone, well, I really enjoyed this when I was younger, and now that I'm older and I've actually got sort of, I'm able to get back into it a little bit. It's a very cheap hobby to be into. Well, cheap as opposed to LEGO or wargaming. So I guess relatively cheap, which is especially good as I am a student at the moment and am planning on going through uni in the future. And if I want to keep the channel open, I need to minimize costs of what I'm doing here as well. You heard me right, I'm cheap. Look, I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about though. And so what I've got here is, and my figure has of course fallen over. So what I've got here is just a booster pack, and going forward I plan on ordering, I think it's a Destruction Rush theme deck with Yveltal, and working from that building a metal and dark, so it's like a dark steel type deck, and just playing some games, play some games with Crazy. He's got some of the older gear as well, and that'll be really good. You know, I haven't actually gotten into Pokemon since possibly even year 4, year 5 sort of thing. So a good, good 6 years ago or so. And so I'm not all too familiar with what's going on. So I'm more or less getting into it for the first time. I have a basic understanding of it, of how it used to work. So I'm getting into it for the first time. Once again. And I want you guys to be part of this, and as I get into collecting the cards, and as I get into playing games, and yeah, as you can see over here, I've made a couple of Lego figures, a Doug Trio, and Aaron, or an Aaron, I'll learn how to pronounce it one day, and a little Umbreon. And Aaron, I'm also, part of my motivation is I've started playing through Pokemon Ruby again, which, once again, I grew up with. And Aaron is my favourite Pokemon, of course, and so I do plan on building a deck around Aaron and Umbreon, as well as Yveltal and all the others, and a little figure here with a Pokeball and stuff. So, what I'm planning on doing is, not necessarily regularly, but as I go through it, I'll open booster packs and open theme decks, and hopefully record some games and put them up as well. Let me know, let me know, guys, if there's anything in particular you want to see. But as it stands, that's the plan. So without further ado, time to open this up, which, let's be honest, it's probably the reason you clicked on this video, because you saw I was going to open one of these. So this is an Ancient Origins booster pack. Now, I have watched a few of these on the internet to sort of get an idea on how these videos are meant to work. However, I've never actually opened one of these before, like ever. Even back when I was into it, we always bought cards from, ripping the front right off, bought cards from the local gaming store, which sold the cards individually. Let's get rid of this thing, and we have the booster pack just here. Now these card codes, at this point in time, I'm not planning on giving them away, as I do plan on using them myself for, so I'll get rid of that one, for the card game online, because I plan on getting back into that, and it's a really great way to get some games in without having to have someone else sitting opposite me. I do sincerely apologise for that. My camera, which I'm actually using my phone at this point, as you can probably tell by the low quality, just fell off the stand I'm using. Very unprofessional, I know. I apologise. But as I was saying, I've never opened one of these before. It's actually quite exciting. So, as you just saw, I did the little card trick to move the rares and stuff to the back. Let's take a look at what we get. To start with, an Eevee. This is a nice one. It's one I'm going to need, especially I'm planning on using Umbreon in my deck. A Tackle and a Lunge. So, a chance of doing 30 damage on a basic Pokemon with 60 HP instead of 50. So that's quite actually a nice card for me to use. Goomy, it's a dragon type. Not necessarily what I'm planning on using, but it actually looks quite nice. A Wooper, it's a rock or a fighting type. I think it's fighting. Is there a rock type? I'll have to check that. So that one is a Spinarak, little spider with a sad face. A Quagsire, and this isn't focusing very well, give me a sec. See if I can, there we go, sorry about that. With, it's a stage 1 from Wooper, which I got earlier in the deck, and it's actually not a terrible card. Landslide isn't affected by resistance. That could be very nice against, trying to think what has a weakness to fighting. Once again, I'm not too good at this, and I am only just getting back into it, so I do apologize for not having a full knowledge and everything. Here we have I think it's a fairy type, Whimsicott. That looks like a nice card. Trainer, Energy Recycler. Ooh, shuffle 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. Alright, that is very nice. That's definitely something that I have trouble with when I'm playing online, is I start running out of energy cards. This is fantastic. Okay, Curlier. It's nice, it involves some Rolts. Ooh, is that a... looks like an ancient trait. It's not quite a full art, although it's got art down behind this. This looks nice. Is that an ancient trait? Yes, ancient trait Gyarados. Or Gyarados. This Pokemon may have up to 2 Pokemon tool cards attached to it. That's very nice, actually. I do quite like that. Full Retaliation. This attack does 30 more damage for each damage counter on each of your benched Magikarp. So that's okay, I guess. Thrash, possibly 130 damage. Flip a coin. You can either do 30 damage to itself or to the opponent. So possibility of doing 30 damage to itself, but that could also very easily wipe out most opponents. It's quite nice. And here we have, ooh, this is a nice card, a Tyranitar EX. So 180 HP, Hammer In, so that's a 60 attack, and Break Ground, 130 damage, that's quite nice, but it does 10 damage for each of my benched Pokemon. So this could be good provided that I'm not using Magikarp or Gyarados on the bench, as I could very easily do 30 damage very quickly. Pokemon EX will, when Pokemon EX has been knocked out, your opponent takes 2 prize cards. Okay. And this is a nice full, I think it's a full art. Now, I will need to double check about this, oh wait, no, the border's covered. So this is a full art Tyranitar EX. That's actually a really nice card. What's more, it's a dark type, so it's something that I'm going to use. It's a basic, so that's really nice. Yeah. Actually, this has actually been a really nice pack to open. So, I'll put that one across here. So I guess in summary, for me, I know while, in the grand scheme of things, it's not necessarily the greatest pack, but for me, what I'm looking at doing, and what I know so much, this has actually been quite a good pack. So a nice few sort of collectible cards to add to a collection, or start a collection with in this case, and of course picking them up is tricky. Here we have, so the really good cards, we've got an Eevee, which, not a fantastic card in and of itself, but I'm going to use it because I'm planning on running a Dark Steel deck, so Umbreon, I need some of these in the deck. And here we have an Energy Recycler. Once again, this is going to be a really useful trainer card. I'm assuming this isn't a full art, because it doesn't cross the border at any stage, but it's a very, very nice looking Gyarados card nonetheless, Ancient Trait Gyarados. And here we have a full art Tyranitar EX. Very nice card. I'm actually quite happy with its attacks it's got here, and I look forward to including this in the deck. Now, of course, you hear me say Dark Steel decks with dark type and Steel type, and I hear you go, oh, what about the Nightfall deck? It's solely Dark and Steel with Umbreon and Aaron in it. And while that's true, the rest of the deck is pretty sad. However, the reason I'm looking at the Destruction Rush deck is because it comes with Yveltal, which, while not necessarily my favourite ones, is a good card to play with and is definitely up there. And it just generally comes with more useful cards, such as Malamar and even the fighting type there. It's a playable deck straight out of the gate that's actually slightly competitive. I could very easily incorporate Tyranitar into that. Well, this has been a bit of a long-winded video, especially for the opening of one booster pack. But thank you guys very much for watching, and I do hope that you will come with me on this Pokemon journey as it is. And I hope to put up more of these videos. I did quite enjoy opening that pack, and I hope to open more, and hopefully next few weeks I'll have a Destruction Rush deck here in front of me that we can take a look through. And as always, this is Getsekabor signing off.